let's get going. Come on.
Right then, so I've got the duties of introducing the first speaker.
Oh, aye.
I ain't really got much to say about him.
No, me neither, to be truthful.
Oh no, yeah, well, I've got lots to say about him. He's not.
Oh,
very,
that's the one.
seems
Yeah,
the
yeah,
man.
that's the one. Yeah.
So the first speaker is your host for the evening. They call him Mr. Tight Arse. After today's performance, I'll never let it be said again, James. What a beautiful wedding you've put on. Thank you very much. Now, James is his own man, isn't he? And since marrying Jamie, I travelled with him, and I see you on the gaffs. You asked me when Perry was 6 to be the fucking Toastmaster. That's a long time ago. And I said, yeah, and I forgot all about it, but I'm very, very proud, Perry, to be your Toastmaster this evening. Thank you for asking me. You come from a lovely family, your mum's side. I can't carry on. I've got so much and I can't do it to him. No, I am not going to call him Wingnut, because that's not what he was called when he was younger. Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the evening, James Neal Sr. But he's got to work for this mic, Brian. He's got to work for this mic. Whoever's making a speech has got to put a bit of a show on that dance floor.
Ryan, make him stand up for his bit. Oh, sorry, it's stood up, sorry. No, we don't get... Take that back off him. Money's too tight to mention. For you, ladies and gentlemen at the back, if you can't see him, we're just going to make him stand on this seat for a minute. He's game for a laugh. Nearly as tall as me now. What are you laughing at? Ladies and gentlemen, your host.
Have I got to stand up here? Oh, no, I can't. I've got to... I'll fall off. Let me get me a bit of paperwork out. I've got to stick to the script. I've got to lose that chat. Bear with me. 8 pages here. But firstly, I'd like to say, Ryan, thank you for that lovely, warm introduction. It was... but I just got a feeling there's going to be a lot more to come yet. The song, great song, one of my favourites, but I've got a feeling I know who choosed it for me. Perry. You see,
I wish to cut you off a minute. I feel like you should be Yorkshire. Short arms, long pockets.
Thank you. But I'd like to say, I don't know where everybody gets the idea that I'm mean and tight comes from. I mean, I've been stood at the bar earlier on buying myself drinks all night. You know what I mean? What can I do? I just hope you've had all your scran, that's all. It is winter time after all. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and relations, I'd like to take this opportunity of welcoming you all here today to help celebrate the wedding of my darling, my baby girl, and James Wayman Jr. But first, I've got a few thank yous. First, I'd like to say a very big thank you to James and Lorraine for last night. Hold on, whoa, I ain't done. I'm sure you'll all agree with me that we all had a fabulous time, didn't we, last night? And if you would, let me borrow a drink. Can I borrow that? Thank you, Darren. And if you will, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding with me and drink a bumper toast to James and Lorraine for last night. A fabulous night. God bless you both. Well done. Who's that? Anyway. No, I haven't touched it. I ain't put my lips around it. Also, a big thank you to Ryan and Brian. From Bradford. From Sheffield. Will you shut up? For taking the roles of Master of Ceremonies I've got a vibe about Del Boy and Rodney, but I'm just not sure which one's bleeding Rodney. But thank you, lads. It's very appreciated. And Carly Ann for singing those beautiful songs. Where is Carly Ann? Where is she? There she is. There she is, of course. Yes, yeah. You surely and truly have the voice of an angel. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Last but not least, Zach Bowman and John Buckland for their musical talents. Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably noticed that everybody who's had a little bit to do with tonight, Ryan, Brian and John and Carly Ann and Anthony and everybody, we're all showmen. How good is that? We're all showmen, pulling together to make it work. Plus, they're a lot cheaper than all the other mushes, so. Where have I gone here? Hold tight. This is where it gets a bit, you know. And also, to my bestest friend in the whole wide world, my number one girl, Samantha. You have done us all proud this evening, especially me. Especially me. You look lovely. In fact, I'd like to say to all the ladies in the room this evening, absolutely stunning, and thank you ever so much for coming along and putting your best bib and tucker on. God bless you all. But I just want to carry on saying to Samantha, because she's going to shout at me later on. You've been by my side for 26 years. I know you need a medal. But actually, like we were saying the other day, it's 26 years, 1 week, and 1 day today. You have been with me. You have been with me through thick and thin. You have been with me through good health, and you have nursed me through ill health. And I don't really know what I'd do without you. And I wouldn't change you for all the world, because you're my girl. To Perry and James, the bride and groom, congratulations to the both of you. You make a lovely couple. Ladies and gentlemen, they're both very hard-working. They've both got their heads screwed on well, or right. And they're both going to go a long way in life. I'm absolutely sure of it. And like my dad used to say, they know how many beans make 5. Isn't that right, Alexis? He used to say that. No, I don't want it. You know, I've been dreading today, but the consolation is for me that I know James will look after my baby. Because when he used to come over and take her out, I often used to say to him, look after my baby, won't you? And he just used to look at me all strange and say, you're right. To Perry, when you were born, and the first time I ever laid eyes on you, it was that day I realised what true love was. And I made a promise to you that I would always love you, care for you, and always be there for you, no matter what. And that promise still stands, and will always continue, even though you aggravate the life out of me sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, I could tell you 1,000 stories about our Perry, the daft things she comes out with, the stupid questions she asks, but that's what makes her ours. I won't waffle on much longer, because we've got a few to get through. But if I may, I'm going to ask Carly Ann one more time to help me sum up Perry and what she means to me.
Of life's ups and downs, but fate's been kind. The downs have been few. Oh, I guess you could say that I've been lucky. Well, I guess you could say that it's all because of you. If anyone should ever ride my life's you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, join us up here with the ones you
you're
love.
the best thing that ever happened to me. When times were hard, but always somehow I made it through. 'Cause for every moment that I've spent hurting, there was a moment just spent should ever write my life story, for whatever reason there might be, oh, you'll be there between each line of pain and glory, 'cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I know you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to listen to me waffling on. Let's have a great night. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you've had a good time so far, and I hope you continue to do so. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Well done, James. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your host, James Neal Sr. and his family. What a beautiful family, beautiful. So, it comes down to the next speaker. I know Brian is your friend and he asked you to be Toastmaster on his side. I got the pleasure to meet you last night. First, I have met you before, but properly last night, and your brother. And your dad. Never met your dad before. And I think, Perry, you are marrying into a really, really nice bunch of families. Yeah, Raj's, but I can see that. No, I think you are. I think you, James, do your family proud. You talk about your boys all the time. I've only known you yesterday, but last night you had a few words. I'm not going to say much about you because we've got my man here to give you it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Toastmaster, Brian Waddington.
No, don't be daft, James. I wouldn't give you it. Listen, I'm honoured you've asked me to be a usher, your Toastmaster. It's been lovely at this venue, the old Forest Pine Hotel. No, I really am honoured. Do you know James has broke the record? Honestly, Guinness Book of Record, he's broke it. He's the only groom to ever be ID'd at his own wedding. No, seriously though, you're one of my best pals. I love you like a little brother. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your groom, the man of the hour, everybody's favourite cider drinker, Mr. James Wayman, everybody.
Step in my room, 'cause lady, it's on.
Make a bit of effort now. Come on, it's your groom.
'Cause baby, it's on till the break of the dawn.
I'd have made him work for that, Mike. Hey, hey, everybody up, everybody dance.
I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. My loving is a sweet thing. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll
Right. Can I get a aye? Where do I start? I would just like to thank everyone that has come from all over the country to help us celebrate our wedding. We appreciate each and every one of you for making the effort and making our day so special. Ushers, or useless bastards, as Perry would like to call you. Thank you very much for standing by my side and being there whenever I need you. But to be honest, I think you're all scared of Perry. Bridesmaids. You all look fabulous, but thank God that's over. No more stressing about styles of shoes, dresses, bags. It's over. Thank God. And that one special bridesmaid that's 30-year-old and don't know her shoe size. But I did say to Perry, make sure you're not late. And she said the only reason she will be late is because one of the bridesmaids. Elise, it wasn't you by any chance, was it? Mum and Dad, thank you very much for last night. I think we can all agree we had a very good night. Mum, you look absolutely stunning. Dad, no more dresses. It's done. I would personally like to thank you both for everything you do for me. And because if it wasn't for you two, I wouldn't be half the man I am here today. I love you both. Right, before I get started on my mother and father-in-law, my father-in-law has personally asked me to do him a favour. Here is a drinks token for every single one of you, and all you have to do is put it on room 143. Only joking, he'll have an heart attack. For those who don't know my mother and father-in-law, I'll give you a little clue what most conversations are about. Money. Because my father-in-law loves to save every last penny piece, and my mother-in-law loves to spend every penny. So I bought you both a couple of gifts. James, this is for you, so Samantha can't get into your money.
I've already got boxes like this.
And Samantha, I bet you could even try and spend this money. I bet you that's going. Haha, only kidding. By the way, how lovely does my mother-in-law look? I would just like to thank you for welcoming me into the family and let me take Perry off your hands. But don't worry, we're only across the yard and for her to come and do all the washing and drying on your electric. We would just like to thank you for this amazing wedding that you've put on for us both, the day we have both dreamt of. How lovely do both our grandmas look? Absolutely stunning. Here's a little gift just to say thank you to the special ladies in our lives.
Hurry up, Henry.
Oh, here now.
You don't move quick at home, mate. You're going to do it here.
Fucking hell, Fraser Cox. While I'm doing gifts, I would just like to thank Dion for reading the poem out and for Carly Ann for singing in the ceremony. Now I know why you call them useless bastards. Sorry, Samantha.
Your stars, you mean to what?
Dion, Dion.
Where's your mum got some?
No, mine. Yeah? Yeah. And then your mum. Hey?
Yeah, one job.
John and Zach, thank you very much for all your entertainment. David and Anne, Barry, for all your hard work. It wouldn't be a wedding without you all. Me and Perry would just like to ask you all to raise a glass for the hotel staff, because if it wasn't for all their hard work, this day wouldn't have gone so smooth.
Well done.
Now my wife. God, that feels weird. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, just like her. What can I say? There isn't a word in the dictionary that describes the way you look today. You look out of this world and took my breath away. Thank you for making me the happiest man on this planet and agreeing to marry me. They say, look at your mother-in-law to see what your wife is going to turn out like. And oh God, she's her mum's double. When it comes to spending money. I want this. What do you think to this? Come back from pulling down just a couple of weeks ago, and she mentions this coat she's bought on a day out with her mum from Barber. So I said, all right, how much was it? It was £200, she said. But I couldn't leave it there because it was only £59 in the sale. But I didn't think to tell you, and my mum also said, don't tell you. But if I ask for money, it's like I've been arrested. What do you want that money for? How much? Never mind, I guess that's married life, right? I said to Perry back in the summer, we'll only have a little Christmas this year, as we're getting married, going on honeymoon, and that. I said, what can I get you? She turned around to me and says, all I want is a bag. Not just an ordinary bag, a Mulberry or a Louis Vuitton, not just a normal bag. But oh yeah. But as we all know, Perry gets what she wants from me. Right, there is just one more little story I would like to tell you about my wife, because she likes to come out with all these random questions. So when me, Perry, Demi and Brian went to Paris for a few days, we're walking down the street when Perry sees this dog and says, James, I know what's coming. So I say, yes. She says, do you think that French dogs bark in French? Do you think if Sabre was here, he'd be able to understand them? All I could do was just laugh, but she is my wife, and I cannot wait to see what other random questions she comes out with in our lifetime together. I love everything about you. You mean the world to me, Perry, and I cannot wait to start married life. I love you. Brian and Ryan, what a team. These speeches wouldn't have been the same without you. Two gobshites, so thank you for doing such a good job. On that note, I would just like to thank you all for coming once again, and now let's have a good night and get the party started.
Ladies and gentlemen, your groom, James Wayman.
Well done, James. Well done. That was nice, that really was.
Hey, Brian,
Go on.
guess who's next?
Oh, hang on. I've just got to get. I've got my present actually.
Have you got him a present?
Yeah.
You got the groom a present?
Yeah. Well.
Are we not going straight into the other one? No. Are we yeah, go on, give him his present.
Go on, yeah, go his
I
present.
suppose they both can ride it.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah.
Give him his
Listen,
present.
We didn't know what to buy you. We didn't know what to buy you. So, seeing as you're a country folk, you live out in Gloucester, you like drinking cider. I went to the John Deere dealership in Gloucester. I said, right, James Wayman. He said, oh, you're all right. I know him very well. Oh, yeah. I said, right. I said, pick me the model that'll suit him. He needs to be eco-friendly. Get him to the shops. He needs to be able to get Perry on the back. So here's what we've got you.
It might be a bit big for him, to be fair, but you'll grow into it, we promise.
Now, we don't want to see you get on it. We don't want to see him get on it, do we?
No, but
Yeah, you do.
go on then. Go on, let's
We
get it
do
going.
want to see you get on it. Come on. Let's see you get on it.
Do you know the beauty about that? If you ever get bored of it, you can lend it to your father-in-law, can't you?
And we looked at your collar size in your shirt, and it was 3 to 6 years, and we thought, we'll just get that for him, and it'd be right.
Come on, James, get on it.
If he pedals that, I'm going off. I'm going home, right?
I won't sit on that. I put it together.
Oh, arr.
Oh, wow.
Game for a laugh, game for a laugh.
No, serious though.
You broke it, you selfish bastard.
I've told you, I put it together. Emery, this is for baby Wayman. Can I have my phone charger back now? We can't find a rope.
Right, here we go again. It's
Right,
another Wayman.
hang on. I've
Do you know
told
what,
I
Brian?
put it together.
You know when you deliver sets and everything, and you say, yeah, I've got to change the filters and all that. He said, I've been 4 hours putting this fucking tractor together. Right, less of the Lord Mayor in you. Ladies and gentlemen, your next speaker is the best man. And again, I'm not going to introduce him because he's Brian's friend. But I met this guy, this lad, last night with the rest of his family, and I found out that he married into my family because Lee's my cousin. And I didn't know that you was expecting. So that's a big round of applause. 2 weeks to go.
Baby
Brilliant.
Wayman, eh?
2 months to go. Might be 2 fucking weeks, how do you know? Are you going to introduce him? I don't even know the lad. You give it him.
Do I have to?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Well, believe it or not, this is the younger sibling, this one. Believe it or not. No, good mate of mine, good drinking buddy. There's not much else I can say about him. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your best man today. Make some noise, Emery Wayman.
Stick a pony in me pocket. I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. Cause if you wanna bastards but you don't ask questions, then brother, I'm your man. Cause where it all comes from is a mystery. It's like a changing of the seasons and the tide of the sea. But here's the one that's driving me berserk. Why do only fools and horses work? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Is it on? Yeah. Firstly, I'd like to welcome everybody to Perry's wedding. Oh, sorry, I mean Perry and James's. For everyone that doesn't know me, I'm James's little brother. When he asked me to be best man, I felt honoured. But then I remembered he doesn't have many friends, so it's not hard to choose from. I'd like to thank James and Samantha for a fantastic wedding you've put on for my brother and new sister-in-law, Perry. And also to my mum and dad for last night. What a night. But did you actually do anything this time? Because all you did mine was pay for it. I must say how beautiful Perry looks today. Don't we all agree? What a dress. I've got to say, my brother is definitely punching. Samantha, you look lovely today. You really do. But I've got to say, how beautiful does my mum look? But they do say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. James, where do I start with you? You're not just my brother, but you're my best friend. Growing up, James has always said he wanted to walk, talk, and just be like me. And in some cases, that was very true. We have seen the same girl after all, but that's for another time. Hang on. That's it. I'm not mentioning it again. James has always been there for me when I've needed him, when I've FaceTimed him, asked him how I make something. As we all know, James is the brains and I'm the looks of the Wayman family. We've got a lot of lovely memories together, from me spewing over you at Courtney's 18th, you chucking me in the trailer drunk from Birmingham Dance. As you can tell, James was the one to drive, which was always a bonus for me. We was going somewhere, us four, and I went, let's go to the Indian. James went, I ain't eating that, it's too spicy. I went, have a korma. No, still too spicy. He is the only person I know who goes into Nando's and orders plain chicken and plain chips. Some of you don't know, but when James was growing up, he was dyslexic and had to have the special laptops at school, which helped him spell. But clearly that didn't work, as if you've ever texted James, he spells every word completely wrong. I've got you some paracetamol here. You'll need this when you get married, for all the complaining and nagging you're getting yourself in for. The love you two have for each other is clear to see, except for when you're rowing, which is quite often. Most of the arguments I've caused by telling him he's having a stag do, but it was all worth it in the end. Perry, good luck with my brother. Sometimes it's hard work, but don't hurt him, because you'll have all us to deal with. I've got to say how beautiful the bridesmaid look, but there's only one that caught my eye, and that's my beautiful wife and mummy-to-be. But, by the way, she made me say that. If you both ever need anything, come and see me. But if you need any money, check her pocket. James, I know someone special would love to be here today. As you all know, you was his favourite. I know deep down you miss him every day. So let's have a drink. Like he would with you today. Grandad Gerald. Right, one last thing. All I want everybody to do is have a good night and party all night for these. Can I please raise a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Wayman?
Ladies and gentlemen, your best man. Big round of applause. Great speech. Yeah, come on, big round of applause then.
Well done, Emery. Cushy that, mate. Cushy.
So, here comes to the next one, Brian. We're going through these thick and fast, aren't we?
I'll tell you what, yeah.
Speaking of thick and fast, it's the dad, isn't it, next, I think?
I don't know about fast.
What, you think he's thick?
I never said that. You said that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Star, he's bigger than me.
He's bigger than who? I'll tell you who he is bigger than with. He's bigger than James.
Oh, fucking hell, that takes some beating.
So, it's the father of the groom. I met you last night. And like I said before, the way you talk about your boys, you're very, very proud of them. I'm not going to introduce you because he knows you more than I do, but it's a pleasure to meet you last night. Brian.
Yep. So like I say, next speaker, it's the father of the groom. Good drinking buddy of mine. Absolute top chavvy, top man. Soul to the earth. So everyone, make some noise. Mr. James Wayman.
Now you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? You've got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. It's time you got it off your chest. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Yep, rabbit, yep, rabbit, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit.
What can I say? The first thing I like to say is how lovely my wife is. And she's been married for 28 years. She's had to put through a lot. I love you lots. But now you can sit back down. Thank you very much. Right, now here it comes, Perry. 2018. You come to my place. You sat on my tables and chairs with my son. You asked me a question. I ain't going to say what it is, but you asked me a question. And I knew there and then what that meant. I love you lots. You look absolutely stunning. You will never be my daughter-in-law. You'll always be my daughter. I got one daughter, I got two daughters, and I got two sons. And I got little Henry on the way. When you have a little James, then my family's complete. I love you, Perry. I love you lots, and I'll always be there for you. James, I guarantee you, from the bottom of my heart, she will never want nothing off the Wayman's family. She will never go without. She don't like me. She's told me enough times since 2018. Right? But my son and your daughter, I know what I said to you today, well, that little bit, Them eyes spoke the truth. Good, right? Because let me tell you something now. Both of my boys go to their mum. Mum, can I have? No. I walk in my chalet, the jaw's on the floor. And I go, when I count to that one, I'll count to that one. It's going to hurt. I want to know. Mum said this, Mum said that. I say yes. And I've always overrided my wife for my two boys. For both of them, because I love both of them. All the bridesmaids look absolutely amazing. But one is a special one. And that's my Cheryl. I love you lots, and I love you all. Now it comes to the boys. What can I say? The Toastmasters, the ushers. I don't know half of you. From a father to a friend, you've done my boy absolutely proud. And I thank the lot of you. Because my son, look at him when he looked at somebody, flower boy, in the room. I said something to him upstairs. He walked past, done his bit, looked at James, looked at me, smiled at me, and he knew. He done me proud, but he done my boy especially proud. One other thing. My little son, Perfect James, or Ed Emery. That's how they've always been in my eyes, and I love them both to death. I can't be no more of a proud of a father for what my youngest one does for his brother. He helps him, loves him. They're inseparable. And for a father to see my two boys the way they are, I can be no prouder than both of them. They're both amazing. And now, I ain't going to carry on much longer, but now, it's my first. All I'm going to say to you, son, me and your mum's been married for 28 years. Emery, you bought her one when we was 25th wedding anniversary, right? So I know how big you bought her. All I'm going to say to you, James, is I hope you as happy as me and your mum is. I love you. I'll be there for you. I'll do anything for you. But like your brother says, I'm saying no, he's saying yes with the money, okay? Because he does it, and I've got plenty of witnesses. Right? I love both of you. I love the both girls and both boys. Son, I'd like everybody upstanding to my son, Mr. and Mrs. Wayman. Cheers.
Well done, James. Well done. The father of the groom. Thought you said short and sweet.
Don't start. I'm not allowed to swear.
Neither was I, but I've gone against the will now, Anna.
Well
That's
done,
it.
Well done, James. Well done.
So, Brian. Another one of your chinas. Don't even know what I'm doing here, to be fair, apart from carrying you on my back. This next lady is the maid of honour. I don't really know you, but I do know your husband. And if you're anything to go by, he's a lovely fella, but fucking crackers, to be fair. But the most lovable boy you'll ever meet in your life. Brian, take over from me, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the second time actually in a week I've had to introduce this girl. She talks more than me, bless her. But no, here we go. Once again, your maid of honour, Miss Rebecca Cox, everybody. Put your hands together.
She said she didn't want to dance. Get her on this dance floor. Let's have a bit of a dance.
Go and dance.
Hey, everybody get on your chairs. Hey, come on, it's a party.
Come on,
It's a
everybody.
wedding.
Come on, give us some encouragement.
how can I follow all them speeches? Because my God, your families are both amazing. They have given wonderful speeches already today, and I can't wait to hear the rest. Most people don't know me, but they do know my husband. He is loud. But my name's Rebecca. I'm the maid of honour, and I'm also one of the co-founders of our Triangle Club. Well, I told you I was going to work it in, and I don't know how else to. It's been an amazing few days, and we are definitely going to need a few weeks to recover from it. Thank you to James and Samantha. You put on an absolutely incredible day, and it's been lovely spending so much time with you both. James and Lorraine, I've spent a lot of time with you last night. It was absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait to see what we do tonight, but you done amazing yesterday. Perry had me cha-cha slide into her mother's room this morning. And it made me cry. Because your dress is incredible, and we knew you was going to look fantastic. And my God, don't you? James and them useless ushers. You all got dressed, so well done. Nah, I made it in time. That's the good thing, isn't it? We only had to knock him up a few times. I don't know where to start, James or Perry. Which one wants to go first? I haven't known either of you very long, and in the short amount of time, I have laughed so much, my stomach hurts, and I can't wait to see the next part of your journey and to join them laughs as well. I'm really shaken. Very sorry. James, you are so lucky. I have no stories to share about you tonight because every story I have about you is including Jammy Dodgers, a cup of tea, and that hat sitting there with your ciders. However, my beautiful best friend, Perry, I've got some stories about you. But I promised I wouldn't share any of them because I'm not allowed. Come to me later. But this is one of my favourites, and it sums up you two and us four as a group, because it all starts in all bar one, with a table of Long Island iced teas and that favourite fruit cider for James. Late to the restaurant, me and James are looking after these two children, who are cackling down the hill, and we're trying to carry them into the restaurant, as they always do. Laughing and chatting away, didn't even notice. By the end of the meal, you know exactly what I'm going to say. We'd actually cleared the restaurant. And I don't think it was us, but I do think it was you two. And I cannot wait to see what happens in the future for you all. I'm so happy and honoured you asked me to be a part of your day. And I'm sorry I'm so nervous, but I stayed sober for you. I was very sober, so I need a shot right now. But can everyone please raise their glasses for me, please, for the new Mr. and Mrs. Wayman.
Ladies and gentlemen, how good was that speech? Brilliant. Frazee should be very, very proud of your wife. Very well spoken, beautifully spoken, Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you.
Very, very good. Moving on fast because we've still got 27 speeches to go. It's been like the longest wedding ever, this, isn't it? My legs have gone. David Smith just went, how many more? I said 18. He went, oh, for fuck's sake. I said, what's up? Are you running out of film? He went, my legs have gone, Ryan. So our next speaker is a young lady that I've opened with a few times. Very, very nice girl. I used to say to her, come on, Elizabeth, we're going to Newcastle. Can I go, Dad? Can I go? Blanche, no, she can't go. She's got a mind. We've got 10-foot bucket joint and hoopla. But she had to mind it. Because her dad was playing on the phone.
With two staff, Ryan.
So without further ado, Brian, if you don't mind me introducing this charming young lady.
On you, she's on
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet, get on your chairs. Elizabeth Jones.
Ooh.
I'm very nervous. Perry, who'd have thought when I wrote a speech for your imaginary wedding in my BlackBerry phone somewhat 12 years ago that I would actually be stood here saying that speech on your wedding day? Who'd have thought we'd even still be friends? When you first asked me to make this speech, I started making a list of all our memories together. Soon realising there's far too many memories to put in one speech, and far too many memories that should just stay between me and you. But one memory that stands out to me above all the rest is just us two dancing up your hobby floor to Diana Ross, Queen of Motown, on a school night. We'd stick on a CD and have a full-on dance up a 3-foot wide floor nearly every night. Sometimes we'd even slap on a full face of makeup and do our hair just to dance up the trailer floor. Often we'd have sleepovers, staying up well past midnight, eating cheese puffs and drinking tea. And sometimes they'd even include Skyping James on the tablet, but that was when you admitted you were just friends. Or at least that's what we'd tell your mum anyway. Amongst all the laughs and fun, we have had our fair share of fallings out. Although most of the time I wouldn't even know what we'd fell out over. I'd get on the bus to go home from school, and Perry would decide that she's not speaking to me anymore. Over what, I would never know. It was just because she felt like it. But it wouldn't be long before I'd get a message pop up on my phone to say, "Coming out." And I'd go round and it was like nothing ever happened. Perry, we have been friends since 4 years old, and I've spent many of my firsts with you. First day of school, first wedding when we'd bounce it and didn't even know who the bride and groom were. First dance when we'd get stupidly drunk at the age of 13 and be sick everywhere. But as we got older, that did all stop. However, we've never stopped being friends, because friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're always there. I believe that's what friendship is. A true friendship is going months without seeing each other or speaking, but as soon as you get together for a cuppa, it's like nothing ever changed, and we're back to being two little girls having a sleepover again, talking absolute shite till 3 a.m. in the morning. I believe friendship is someone you can share all your secrets with and be your complete self without any judgment. That's the friendship I believe we have. I would like to give a special thanks to Perry's mum. Growing up, I was able to speak about things to you that I couldn't always speak to my own mum about. And I know Perry felt the same way towards my mum. It was like going from home to home, as we did live next door, so it wasn't that far to go. Also, thank you to James for sharing the load with my dad and carting us up and down the country to take us to weddings and dances and coming and picking us up at 2 a.m. Just know that whenever I walk down to see you all, the kettle best always be on. Perry, you look absolutely stunning. You don't scrub up too bad when you make the effort. I'm honoured to be stood here with you today. Who'd have thought them two little fairies would be stood here together today as bride and bridesmaid? Thank you so much for asking me to be a part of this day. I wish you both all the luck and happiness in the future. But James, just so you know, that no matter what, Perry will always be right. I've spent 20 years trying to prove that wrong, but I gave up a long time ago. So if everyone could raise a glass to Perry always being right.
Well done, Elizabeth. Brilliant. Very, very good. Very, very good. Big round of applause, please. Elizabeth Jones.
Well done, Elizabeth. Very good, that.
Good. Before we go any further, Zach Bowman wants to say a couple of words.
I do.
Oh, he's got his own mic.
Whoa,
Hang
come
on.
on.
The boy's in. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to draw your attention to the importance when you take a booking of knowing who is marrying who, because I am double booked today for this wedding. Yeah. And
Have you got to get off?
James sent me messages 2 years ago and said, Zach, we'd like you to do the wedding. We want to get in early. We want to make sure that you're available. So you can imagine how devastated I was when I actually found out that I was double booked for this wedding, ladies and gentlemen. I've known James all my life, and there isn't much of a nicer kid in this showland than James Wayman, ladies and gentlemen. He is a lovely, lovely guy. So I was really devastated, and I was struggling like hell. And I messaged Rachel, my cousin, and said, Rachel, what date is James's wedding? And she told me the date. She was at a spa, in the spa at the time, and 4 or 5 times she had to come out of wherever she was to message me, reply to me. And then in the end, she gave up and phoned me up to let me know that she was really confused by what the problem was, because James Wayman, Perry Neal is marrying someone called James Wayman. So then I realised that I was double booked on the same wedding. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to stress the importance, if anybody's booking me, to tell me who the hell you're marrying, because honestly, it scared the shit out of me. Congratulations, guys.
Zach Bowman, everybody. Give it up for Zach. Oh, moving on.
I got double booked. I chose this one for you, James. So our next speaker is not here today. He's a man called Craig Smith. But we've got a what is he?
Well, I won't even say a substitute, but he's a stand-in, isn't he?
He's a big stand-in, though. The size of him.
I know.
Look at the size of him. We've give John Buckland the job of giving him a song because we didn't want the Only Fools and Horses, and we think it suits him down to the ground, to be fair. And he doesn't get a mic until he does all the actions for it, right? Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. William Alden. Come on, Will.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy. Young man,
no, do the actions.
you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on
You can't
your
spell
dough,
YMCA, that's his trouble.
and I'm sure you will find many ways to have
Come on, Will, come on.
Hey!
YMCA.
Look at the top table, ladies and gentlemen.
They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys.
I'm wrong, he can spell it, he can spell it.
I take it you had a bit of choice in their song, did you, Zach? I thought so. He said to me earlier, he said, the only man I've ever met that spells the YMCA wrong. So, I'd just like to start by saying what an absolute honour it is to be asked to make this speech. I got asked last night to do it, and there was never a doubt in my mind whether I was or not. It was always a yes. James, Perry, if there's anything you ever need, whenever you need it, just ask. It's always there. So for those of you that don't know why I'm up here making a speech, it's because Craig Smith isn't here. He's not with us here tonight. Unfortunately, me and Karen's had to go and sign on. James, I have read this speech and read it again and read it again and read it again. I'm going to try my utmost to do it justice for Craig's words, and I will try my hardest. Now, you have to bear with me, because a bit like Craig himself, this speech is going to go on about 10 minutes too long. So just give us time. Nearly as long as your dad's fucking beer ticket earlier. Congratulations, James and Perry, on your very special day. Me and Karen are so sorry that we're unable to be there with you and celebrate on this wonderful occasion. I'm still lying flat on my back, full of painkillers, just trying to get booked in the hospital for my back operation. I'm especially upset. I swore to Big James that I'd be there even if Karen had to push me in a wheelchair. And for the first time in my life, I've broken my promise. I've let you down, which I sincerely apologise for, so please forgive me. Perry, we've known you for quite a few years, and we've seen that you are a very beautiful, intelligent girl who doesn't mind doing a bit of hard graft. You and James are a perfect match. It's lovely to see that you are also best friends. You will no doubt do very well together in the future. Being a girl from the Midlands, it goes without saying
You haven't been brought up to waste any money. Keep your feet on the ground and just do things just 1 minute at a time. James, we have seen you mature into a perfect gentleman. A very creative and skilled tradesman with a good imagination, which comes from a very lovely working relationship with your dad and your granddad. I've watched you over the years manufacture some absolutely fantastic kiosks. You're an absolute credit to our family. Your granddad Gerald, who was very special to me. Craig's right, I've lost this bit now. Your granddad Gerald, who was very special to me, would be so proud of the man you are. And I'm sure that Perry may have noticed that you take after your man. You're a bit more of the Smith side. You have all the attributes to go with it, such as being a humble, genuine, loyal, responsible, and down-to-earth lad. Us Smiths don't appreciate nosy people and have an unwritten code of practice, which is don't fuck me about and I won't fuck you about. Which I don't believe is a bad thing. I had to rename James Little Gerald quite a few years ago. He was about 10 years old and his dad rang me and said he wants to come over and speak to you about buying a little trailer. It was quite an educating experience for me. I ended up letting him have it for what he wanted, and it took me a week to get over it because of the shock. Me and Karen have been married 42 years, and let me tell you, it's amazing how quick it goes. Karen might say it's dragged on a bit, but I don't agree. So what I'm trying to say to you both is don't bother wasting any time arguing and sulking. Just get on with it, because time is so precious and valuable, and you can't buy any more of it because they just don't sell it nowhere. You're both good kids from good, proper, genuine, down-to-earth families, and you'll never go wrong. If you ever need money, just ask James and Lorraine, because they're possibly the most genuine, generous people we've ever met. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in raising a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. James Wayman.
William Alden, very, very good.
Love you, my lad.
Very, very good.
Cheers
William.
for the song, Zach. I won't forget it. See you at the next wedding.
Cheers, we didn't even know he could read. Comes to the next speaker. I don't know this young man. He's one of the ushers, is he, you say?
Yeah, he's one of the ushers. Who is it again?
You don't even know him, do you, dickhead? This is why you got to do research instead of going to other people's weddings. You say yes, and then you've got to carry on.
Read right. I'm from Bradford.
Go on.
I'm a reading hairdo. Right, next speaker. Yep, one of the ushers. Apparently is Oxford's most bad boy, baddest, rude boy, Yardy. Where is he, everybody? Give it up for little George Atwell.
Badder than, bad from me bad. Where you get your mother
Hey! This is proper now!
But other man, you know me vibes can't done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big badder man from outer England. When me lyrics
walk with the rapper pam pam. From a guy this the program shot a slam scam. Them say them a bad man, me up your mark. When we a fire shot, pull pin and fling from them. This be a fit trap, them like dance. Pull up on your foot and none of them will sing.
Tongue, well the rapper can't pierce. Party anytime, that time for whiz. With the rapper pam pam, shall we go for the neck?
Wicked.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to say thank you for James and Perry for asking me to be part of their special day. Also, for letting me say a few things. As long as I've known James, he's had your hands in his pockets. Now he's a married man, that's the end of that. My dad says he actually prefers you to Henry. All right.
Wise words.
All right. Calm down. Because when he comes round, you don't eat all the food. I know you're a Manchester United fan, but that's enough embarrassment by itself. So I'm not going to say a lot. All I'm going to say is, you both look beautiful. I mean, at least one of you does. And thank you for today. So can everyone please raise a glass to the wonderful bride and groom?
George Atwell, everyone.
That's my favourite of the night, that. How can you come here? Come here. Can I have a big ups? Get everybody on the seat. Stand up, because he deserves a round of applause for that. How can you come out as a bad man, yeah? Bad man, yeah? And go, oh, hello. And you, James, yes, and I'm thinking, whoa, ba-da-dam, ba-da-dam.
Ba-da-dam. How funny.
Brilliant, young man, brilliant.
George Atwell, everybody. Ba-da-dam. I thought it said banana man, but I'm singing banana man.
Food on your brain all the time, isn't they?
Hey, what are you trying to say?
So, this next speaker, you've been waiting for this one, haven't you? You're going to get him, aren't you? You're going to get him. I'm not saying that he bends the truth a little bit here and there, but don't believe a word he fucking says. He's going to sell you something, give you a bit of land. Now, you get him now, because you promised me last night that you wanted to introduce this speaker, and I said, I've got a bit on him. You said, Ryan, leave it to me. So, Brian, I've left it to you.
I was going to, but you see, in my old age, I'm getting a bit soft, right? But no, next speaker, good drinking buddy of mine, and I like this lad, because he can keep up to me with a bevy, which takes some doing, to be fair. No, he's a good chavvy. That's when he answers the phone. Mr. Sweet-talking guy. Give it up for Mr. Darren Jones.
I am a cider drinker. I drinks it all of the day. I am a cider drinker. It soothes all me troubles away. Ooh-ah-ooh-ah-ray. Ooh-ah-ooh-ah-ray. Proper jobs. Wanna try some, young'un? It's so cozy in the kitchen with the smell of rabbit stew.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you probably gathered from that music, my family's from the west of England, just like our Jimmy's. A lot of people here won't realise that actually me and Jimmy are related. Our family tree goes far enough back, there was monkeys in it at the time, wasn't there? Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Jimmy and Lorraine, what an absolute fantastic night you put on last night. Your kids must be very proud of you. You did us all proud. Thank you very much on behalf of everybody here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a very emotional time for us. Perry is the first of our little bunch to leave the nest. So, just to keep it simple, we've written a few things down. Perry, we are so happy to see you gone. Sorry, to the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Funny, intelligent, and kind are not words that are normally associated with Perry, but certainly determination, loyal, and hard-working. Over the few years that we've known James, as a couple, they're a bit of a powerhouse. And we know that all of us together, with her in charge, and you picking up the pieces, you're going to do very well together. As you both walk this life of, on this journey of dreams and aspirations, trust me that at the end of it, there's a divorce you just can't afford. Me and Alexis, in a couple of weeks, will have been married for 30 years. And in all that time, we've loved, we've appreciated... What else do you have to say? What was it? There's lots of other things, man. We've been really happy. And you will be too. Oh, there's little bits here. So my new nephew-in-law. Look at me using the phone. A couple of years ago, couldn't use an abacus. 2 days ago, he couldn't answer it. Hey! Oh, you put me off now. All right. I did this at a wedding the other day. So for those of you that were there, please ignore it. but it's truth. We do a bit of reading, and I like statistics. So, would you two hold hands and look at one another in the eyes, please? Would you would? And would all these other couples, the newlyweds, the people who are seeing one another, and the happy couples out here amongst us, just hold the hand of the woman you came with, Jimmy, Lorraine, you do it as well. Statistically speaking, you are now looking at the person most likely to murder you. My mentor over there, Jimmy Cox, he gave me this one earlier and I've stole it off of him. Would you put your cider down? Put your cider down. Right. Would you put your hand on the table? James, put your hand on top of hers. Perry, put your hand on top of his. And you put your hand on top of hers. That, my son, is the last time you'll ever have the upper hand. Okay? Me and Dad, over the last, well, since you announced you were getting married, it's been a very emotional ride for you, Mum and Dad. None more so than your dad. We've had some tears, me and him. You might not know this, but he's actually a very emotional fella. We've had tears 2 or 3 times, haven't we, James? First time we saw the bill for the dress. Second time for the bill for the... Yeah, we've seen it. We've been there. Me and Dad's been on an adventure together. He's actually, which is very good of me, he's entrusted me. Can I do it now? Let me do it now. No, it really should have been you to give it to him, but over the years that you two have been together and been in the yard, he could have been any happier. But now that you're married and now that you're independent, yes, Perry, it's your electric bill and your water bill. Okay? Our James hasn't got another son. People say, oh, welcome into the family. I've now got another son. He hasn't got another son. He's got somebody else to chase around the yard, turning the sockets off of. He's turning that off. Turn that off. What's he got that on for? Me and James have been on some adventures. We've been on some adventures. Mostly instigated by me, but there was a time when James wanted to be an entrepreneurial lessee. Nearly 30 years ago, we travelled with Robert Wilkinson. James here tonight with us, and we travelled with Robert Wilkinson. And James said to me, listen, I've got to pull down Saturday night, I've got us a do. Righto, we'll go. He said, it's going to be a good one. So why is that? He said, you know that programme, the Rockford Files? Who remembers that, the Rockford Files? Yeah? He said, the fella off of that is only going to the do. I said, what? He went, that Jim Garner, he's going to be there. I said, fucking hell, we'll get pulled down. Was it Witchingford? Yeah. Went to a place called Witchingford. Very well known to nobody. So off we go, with Robert's permission. Yeah, you can pull down and go to this do. You need the money. You're all newlyweds, and off we go. And we're all anticipation. We're in Hollywood now. We're dealing with Hollywood stars. And we get there to this cowfield in the middle of Witchingford. And I said to him, you sure? He went, listen, I've seen it. They've told me. That fellow off the Rockford Files is going to be here. So, righto. So we build up. And only we build up. Nothing else rolls up for about 2 hours. Then all of a sudden, a little horse box comes in. He went, they're here now. They're coming. This is it, the start of it. It was a Jim Garner. Well, a Jim Garner's where you take your little pony to have a little jump over the edges. So we never got the Hollywood treatment. We got wet and 30 quid worth of rain. Nobody can say in this room, welcome into our family, because you are already in the greatest family, in my opinion, on the face of the earth, Showland. Where else can you go to a function like this, get the love child of Tom Jones, and the 8th of the Dwarfs, our Jones. We're Hollywood rock and roll, let me tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to toast the new bride and groom. But would you please also stand and raise your glasses to a toast to the bride and groom and our host and hostess.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Jones. Brilliant, brilliant. Very well done. Big round of applause, please.
Cheers, Dazza. Cheers, Dazza. God, you can talk more than me, you, Daz. I will say this one thing, though. You know, for a few months, I never spoke to Daz. No, for a few months, I never spoke to Daz. We never fell out or anything. I just didn't want to interrupt him. Yeah, next one, I think, from your monkery. You're going to introduce her, aren't you?
No, definitely not Yorkshire, mate. I'm Yorkshire, mate.
I thought you were Notts and Derby now. You let your lads take loads away and everything, eh?
You're having that, James. Our next speaker, I can't really say too much because her husband's like fucking massive. He don't give a fuck about anything. And her brother's here, and her other sister, and the full family's here. It's Melanie Connell, everybody.
This is going to be good. I can't see and I can't read my own writing. Right. Bride and groom, friends and relations, ladies and gentlemen. James has asked me to say a few words today to welcome you, James, into our family. So welcome and good luck. We come from a family and a time where back in the day, we probably would have been took off of our parents. For instance, they may say something like, I'm going to put that smirk on the other side of your face in a minute. I thought, I mean, as a plastic surgeon. And I thought, or if you keep crying, I'm going to give you something to cry for. That was a good one. And to this day, I still don't know where Kingdom Come is. But we was going to be knocked there a few times. And up until recently, me, Ray Jr., James and Alexis thought our parents was ventriloquists because they could manage to call us a Joskin without even moving their lips. Talking of family, James's grandma, my dad's sister, my Aunt Sel, she had a little pet name for all of the children. I know it's not really appropriate to say what that pet name was in this speech, but let me just tell you, it rhymed with hinge. Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret. Samantha is actually carrying a child. No, she's not pregnant, it's little James. He's too lazy to walk. Talking of little James, once he asked his dad if he could have a McDonald's. And James, being a little tight like he is, he said, of course you can, son. If you can spell it, you can have it. He went, oh, friggy, I'll have KFC. Now, looking at you there, sat there, Perry, looking radiant, it takes me back to nearly 40 years ago when I was also madly in love with a handsome young man. But he finished with me and I married Brandon. So at the last wedding, Samantha said something very meaningful, very heartfelt. She said, you know what, Mel? She said, with the right music, I could very easily be an alcoholic. So, on that note, would you please raise your alcohol and let's have a toast, not only to the bride and groom, I wish you all the best in the world, but to family. Because if you've got a good family, you have got everything.
Round of applause, please. Very, very good. Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you. Cheers, Melanie.
Sand dancing time now, I think.
Here we go.
Sand dancing time.
Not proper tragglers like us, right?
Tragglers.
Tragglers.
I think you picked this song for him, didn't you? So if there's anything to go by his song, you better go up here and dance his arse off, honey. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
Mr. Anthony Parkin.
I said the hip hop, the hippie to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie. Said up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello. I'm from the black to the white, the red and the brown, the purple and yellow. But first I gotta bang bang, a boogie to the boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along. And next on the mic is my man Hank.
Okay. I couldn't find anyone else to do the second bit. Now, host and hostess, bride and groom, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. Wayman. You look a picture. James, thank you for asking me to say a few words. You know, me and Rachel have been married for 29 years, and it's nice to have the opportunity to get to say a few. So you know what it's like. You'll understand this one day. James, you'll understand. At the moment, you sat there, and the three most important words in your vocabulary are I love you. When you've been married for 29 years, it's you're right, babe. Now, James, I only met you last night, and you seem like a really nice lad. And I hope we get the opportunity of getting to know each other through the years. But I've got to say, you're definitely punching today, kid. Because Perry, we knew you was going to make a beautiful bride. And today, you've definitely lived up to that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't she look gorgeous? Apparently, the 5 minutes I'm making this speech is the only 5 minutes she hasn't planned today. And she's done a fantastic job. But a lot of people have said some nice things about you, and rightly so. But I'd like to say a couple of things about our host and hostess. Mainly our host. Now, James, Scrooge, Fagin, Squeaky, or whatever. Honestly, he's tighter than a duck's arse in a thunderstorm. And did you know that if you put a lump of coal up his jacksie, a diamond pops out? But honestly, today, James, you've done yourself proud. You've put on a lovely wedding. You've given us a lovely wedding breakfast. And you've definitely done your family proud. You have. And I know you're going to give us an entertaining evening because I've seen your dance moves. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, James, we've known each other for more than 35 years. Now, I remember first meeting you at Nottingham, and we've been friends ever since. We've been to dances up and down the country. As long as it didn't cost him more than £5 in red diesel, he'd be there. We both met our wives in Blackpool. Back in the day of bleached jeans, chippy jumpers, and long hair. Now, I've been going to Blackpool for a couple of years. And a couple of years later, James decides to break into a £20 note and come and join us. And it was at the last dance at the last Blackpool when that magical moment happened. James spotted Samantha. Their eyes met across the dance floor. She smiled. He tapped one of her friends for a fag. She lent him a hairband. Proper romantic it was, I tell you, proper romantic. Because if you remember, back in the day, he had long hair. He had long hair because it cost more than £5 at the barber's to have it cut, but that's a different thing. And then he says, I've copped. She said, yes, I've copped. And he walks across the dance floor and he looks so puffed up and proud. I've never seen him look so big. I thought to myself, oh my God, he looks 4'8" there, I'll tell you. And then he tells me he's asked Samantha to marry him. And she said yes. And when he walked you back down the aisle, Samantha, I've never seen him look so proud until today when he walked you up the aisle and he looked 10 foot tall. Honestly, proud as punch. Proud as punch, I'm telling you. I can't actually believe that I'm here making a speech at your daughter's wedding when it doesn't seem like 15 minutes ago I was making a speech at yours. James, time, and Samantha, time really does fly.
And I really hope we get the opportunity of being friends for another 35 years, if we get the chance. Now, I'm going to finish with a little toast. My dad never gave me a toast at our wedding, and Victor Gray wrote him this toast, and he did it at our wedding, and it's something that we've done every time we make a speech. And it is, may you always pull together in whatever life you choose. May you always work and play together and never get the blues. May your lives be filled with pleasure as you travel through the years, with lots of love and laughter and not too many tears. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please raise your glasses and yourselves and drink a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Wayman.
Well done, Anthony. Well done. Very, very good. Thank you very much. Big round of applause, please.
Are we nearly there yet, right?
We've got one more speaker, surprise speaker. It's not unusual. Fucking hell, that was bad, wasn't it? I don't really know this man. Met him in the swimming pool today when we was watching that little bird swim with a thong on one way. He's going, oh boy, oh look at that. I can't believe it, can you? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Holmes.
If I start singing, I won't be able to say the speech. Hang on, need my glasses. We don't need no hecklers from that table, thank you. I've already got it on large print. Right. James asked me if I'd say a few words for James and Barry. Trouble is, I'm not a man of few words. So, I feel a bit like I'm on Stars in Your Eyes when I've come here today. I've had to sing for my supper, I've had to dance for the mic, I've got to say a speech for the bevy on the table after. I'd like to thank James and Lorraine for last night. We had a lovely time, thank you very much. Everybody enjoyed themselves. I'd like to thank James and Samantha for a wonderful wedding day today. I'm sure we'll have a wonderful evening this evening. Can't see nothing with these glasses on. I got them from reception today. We had a lovely day today, and I'm sure tonight will be just as much good fun. Earlier on, we witnessed James and Perry take their vows, and they vowed to laugh and cry together. Yeah? You both said that, didn't you? I hope you do more laughing than crying, and I hope your cries are tears of joy and not tears of sorrow. Okay? That comes from the bottom of my heart. I've seen James grow up. We've known his mum and dad. Henry, James, been like family to us. James was like a fourth child to me and Alex. He was always down our place in the yard when we went to open. When he come to open, I've never seen anybody so organised. He used to bring his little bag of clothes, all folded neatly. He'd bring his own little breakfast packets, and he'd bring his chocolate digestive biscuits. He'd have 3 a day, and he knew how long that packet would last. And if you showed a chocolate biscuit, he'd cop the chinga, tell you. Things do change when you get married, James, because now, if Perry wants one of your chocolate biscuits, you're going to have to share it. Okay? On mine and Alex's 25th wedding anniversary, James was there in the background with our 3 kids, put a surprise party on for us, and we had a lovely time there. James, you've always been a respectful, kind-natured boy growing up, and you've turned into a fine young man. Very proud to see your growth through life. Right, me and your Auntie Alex are over the moon to be here today, and to see you get married to your beautiful wife, and we wish you all the very, very best for the future. We all row and argue. Don't waste your time. Time travels, it goes too fast. When you first get married, you're smelling of Aramis and Chanel No. 5,
and before you look round, it's Deep Eat and Raljex, you know? Yeah, you know. So make the most of it. Never go to bed not talking. Whoever's right, whoever's wrong, it doesn't matter. Kiss and make up, start the day afresh. Everybody raise their glasses. Wish these two the best of luck for the rest of their lives. Bride and groom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Holmes, a.k.a. Tom Jones.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you for that.
Elvis Presley.
Here we go.
There's a bit of everybody, isn't he?
I'll tell you what, jack of all trades, this chap, isn't he? But now, listen, we're at the twilight of the speeches now. Thank God, because it's getting on my tits, to be truthful. Sick of listening to you all, even myself. But now, before we get off, I'd just like to say a few thank yous this evening. Because you know what? This last day and a half, be 2 days shortly, it's been cracking, hasn't it? Has it all been good? Have we all had a good time? Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Buckland. Very good. Mr. Zach Bowman. My lovely friend, where are you? Carly Ann. My co-MC, Mr. Ryan Barwick.
And Mr. Brian Waddington.
Thank you. Osen Oses and Kushti. Really have had a good do. Thank you very much. Thank you. James, Lorraine, Kushti. Lorraine, honestly, I admire you. You've brought 2 young boys up into fine gentlemen. Firstly, I really admire you for that. Secondly, putting up with this Chevy. James, come here. Thank you. Love you, mate. No, thank you for last night, you two. And lastly, James Perry, 2 of my best friends. I love you like family. I really do. Me and Demi, and I think I speak on behalf of everybody in this room. We love you like family. One last thing I'd like to say. I wish you wealth. I wish you health. I wish you all, you'd wish yourself. So if everyone can make some noise for the new Mr. and Mrs. Wayman.
Well done, Brian. Well done, pal. Right, so Brian and a couple of lads are just going to do a little bit of a... going to nip out and do something. So they said, Ryan, can you fill in? So I said, yeah, I can fill in. I can't sing and I can't dance. I can't do what Zach does. I can't do what Carly Ann does. But I'm going to have a go at this little song, Buckland, aren't we? You think you're Elvis, you watch this. Welcome. Here we go. Lord Almighty, feel my temperature rising. Higher and higher, it's burning through to my soul. Girl, 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 you gonna set me on fire. My brain is turning, and I don't know which way to go. 'Cause your kisses lift me higher, like a sweet song on a fire. You light my morning sky, burning love. Ooh, 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 I feel my temperature rising. Help me, I'm flaming. I must be 109. Fucking feel it. I'm burning, 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 and nothing can cool me. I just might turn to smoke, but I feel fine. When your kisses lift me high, like a sweet song on the choir, and you light my morning sky, you burning love. I like this bit. Burning love. It's coming closer, the flames are now licking my body. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe, my chest is heaving. Lord have mercy, I'm burning a whole lot away. Yeah. Well, your kisses lift me higher, like sweet song on the choir. You light my morning sky, you're burning love. You're burning love. I'm just a hunger burning love. a hunker burning love. I'm just a hunker burning love. Fuck off, John. There's a hunker burning love. I want to say to you, Perry and James, congratulations. It's been a pleasure to do this. James, you're 1 in a million. Perry, you're one on your own. 4 times she's kissed me. I've had to chase around Hooplas and everything to get that kiss. Oh, I'm knackered. It's the price you pay for being Uncle Burning Love, though, isn't it? Are they ready? No? Right then, okay. We're not doing another song. What do you want to... Carly, do you want to sing Tennessee Whiskey? Have you got Tennessee Whiskey? I'm not starting it though, Carly. I love this song, and we sang it in the trailer, pissed up me, and then she went, you know what, Perry's wedding? Should we sing it in the church? I went, like, fuck, we will. Give us a minute, and we'll get through this.
Karaoke or the original?
No. Original. We'll sing over the top. Where's the other mic?
Right here.
Go on. Oh, dear. It's the shyness. It just comes down. Just shy.
1, 2.
Free
We're
fall.
on this time, Zach.
Right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes before they come in. Let's do this one. We'll sing it to them, shall we? Maybe start. Used to spend my nights at the ballroom. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom
And brought me back from being too far gone.
It's hard this bit, you do it.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for it everywhere, you know. Everywhere. Well, I've looked for love in all the same old places. Oh, yeah, ready? Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. Fucking Carly Adams, that moment. But when you brought out your heart, I couldn't waste it.
'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Can we finish now? Just there waiting. Thank you. Thank you very much. Pleasure to sing with Carly. I don't sing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit of a surprise for you now. Who are the Western section? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what we're going to call them. Idiots. Here come the idiots!
I drove my tractor through your haystack. last night. I threw me pitchfork at your dog to keep quiet. Now something's telling me that you're avoiding me.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on that dance floor.
You got something I need. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you've got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. She made a laugh. I'll stick by you, I'll give you all that you need. We'll have twins and triplets, I'm a man built for speed. And you know I'll love you, darling, so give me your hand. One thing I want the most is all the acres of land. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you've got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Oh, she's a lovely bit of stuff and all. For 7 long years I've been alone in this place. Ain't sleep in the kitchen, it's a proper disgrace. Now if I cleaned it up, would you change your mind? I'll give up drinking Scrumpy and that larder and lime. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you got 43. Now you combine harvester and I'll give you the key.
I teach you how to do it, baby.
When we grand couple at that last Wurzel dance, I wore brand new gaiters and me corduroy pants. In your new Sunday dress, with your perfume smelling grand, we had our photos took in a sold in end. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Now that we both past our 50s, I think that you and me should stop this gallivanting, and will you marry me? 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. You're a fine looking woman and I can't wait to get my hands on your land.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say it's been a pleasure, Brian. It's been a pleasure. Don't usually do it with somebody. Thank you very much.